And I guess the most important question from our side is, why did you guys choose Rosevalley?
Well, going through a move is stressful. We also have kids, and trying to navigate work, kids, and a move was a lot. And knowing that we were taking on a new home that was the perfect home for us, that needed a refresh, we needed to work with a partner who could help. We could outsource a lot of the decision making and somebody who had an eye for style and quality finishings and experiences for families that could kind of meet all of our needs. And so when talking with Rosevalley, they kind of, it was a really collaborative approach, but also what we loved about it was that, the team was able to make decisions on our behalf. We were looking to the experts to make these, to help us, because we were navigating so much, and so it's like we were looking for somebody who could help guide in terms of what is the best type of tiling, what is the best type of, the best types of flooring, floor options, like all these different things that we had to make decisions for. We were looking to work with experts on who would advise. I know some people have opinions on what they want, but really for us, we wanted somebody who could help tell us what was best, and we were happy to go with that. And I think that was one of the big things, is that the team was able to help guide us so that it could reduce the mental load on our part because of everything we were navigating, but we also were able to trust the team to make the right decisions. And I think from the very beginning, you guys were giving us, you were providing expert advice and providing amazing, suggestions that just seemed to completely match what we needed. You seem to really understand us as a family and us as people that could help us create a great, home for our family.
What was helpful for us is just having a clear idea of how the project was progressing and being able to drop in and see how everything was going. Very friendly workers, clear idea, always communicating any design changes, any scope changes, that was always clearly communicated. So that was very helpful as we went through all the renovations in March and got ready for moving day.
And what I really liked about the team is you guys provided ideas of things that we weren't even sure we could do. And from the get-go, like when we first bought the home, we had some ideas. We're like, okay, this is kind of what we're gonna need. And then, you started kind of bringing some ideas. We had like, okay, maybe down the line we might do this, but you kind of opened up like, let's, why don't we just go all in on this renovation and let's just tackle everything, which we didn't really originally scope or think would be possible. But, the team basically said like, we've got a window, why don't we take advantage of it? And we're like, okay. And so I think you guys, we went all in on pretty much like, let's try and tackle everything, which I think was quite the ordeal for everyone. But from the very beginning, it seemed from the client perspective, it felt mostly seamless. I'm sure behind the scenes it was not so, but from our standpoint, everything was, you were telling us what was happening, what was being delivered, the timelines, what was happening. Any blockers that came up, we knew about. We could, as Stefan mentioned, we popped in, frequently to see what was going on. The team was always kind of keeping us posted on things, but it was incredible the amount of progress that was made in such a short amount of time, and the amount of work that was done in such a short amount of time. But also the quality was, speaks volumes to, the work and care that was put into the project. We're pretty much for me, it's the kitchen. And that little, the sunlight in the kitchen. Like our friends were over on the weekend, and everyone was like, loving all the work that the team had done. And also the laundry room feels like luxurious. Like, it's like, oh, it's like, I know, it's like, sorry, I don't like that. I'm like, please edit that out. But like, it just seems like, that's not a me thing to say. But the laundry room is like, just makes everything like, it's just so, everything just feels so organized, and like it's easily accessible, it's organized, but it's tucked away that I can, it's right there, but the laundry room looks fantastic. The laundry room and kitchens, but I don't know, I kind of love it all. The bathrooms are great too.
Most of our other homes, sort of the laundry room is kind of an afterthought, so it's kind of nice to have a laundry room where it's sort of something to showcase and having something nice for our laundry. So it's really nice.
Even our family's over quite frequently, and they everyone loves the flooring and the tiling. It just looks fresh, clean. It's like everything just feels brighter, and it just feels warm. It just feels warm and welcoming.
I think it'd be just having the flexibility to have, it's with working at Rosevalley, there's, clear communication with design. They kind of help you through the design process, run ideas by you, give you options for what you have for different designs. I think that's helpful for a lot of families just to have some of that element, some of that workload taken out of their hands, so that there's, it can be a lot of balls being juggled. So that's something that definitely helps when you have a lot on your plate, to have someone, take care of some of the more details of the renovation that are taken off your hands. So I think that's something I would definitely, communicate to any of our friends and different families that are looking for renovations. That's very helpful for a lot of people.
And what I liked about, what you offered was that you kind of met us where we were at. For us, we wanted to work with an expert who could help us make decisions and help us we could outsource the decision making, and you could help guide us on what the best experience would be. For those people who have a vision for what they want, you can work with that too. And I know you had said that you work with a lot of different clients based off of what they need. And so I think that's the most important thing, is that you guys met us where we were at, and you knew that we're looking to, work with experts who can advise and support and advise and help us make decisions effectively and quickly. And you can also work with people who have a vision, and you can help execute on that vision as well. The other thing is that you hear a lot about the stress of project management, and how it can really, of these renovations, and how they can really the project management part can be really difficult. That was not our experience at all, and everything went so smoothly and so seamlessly. So I think that's a big thing. It's if somebody's working on some tight deadlines, you can work with them, and you're very reasonable with how you scope and how you, source and put together these projects that can meet the client's needs, but also deliver on time as well. So I think that's really important. And I think we would work with you again on our future projects, and we will absolutely be telling our friends about it as well, because, for people who might have kids, they need somebody who can help